All right, y'all. So we back in Escape from Tarkov School, man. This is for noobs and rookies like me, man. If you're a veteran and you've been doing this shit, this ain't for you, man. But roll up, spark up, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the content, get your notebook, get your notepad, man. Let's see what we gonna learn today, man. Escape from Tarkov School.
Welcome to the second episode of the Escape from Tarkov Field Guide.
Okay.
In today's video, we'll talk about your character's health system, status effects, possible injuries, and how to treat them.
Alright, bet. So that's what we learning today, y'all. Basics of mechanics, man. Chapter 1, man.
Let's start with the fundamentals. In the first video, we learned that your PMC has 440 health points distributed over 7 body parts.
Alright.
The character has energy and hydration stats. In a raid, these values decrease over time.
Alright, so y'all peeping this, right? So this is the health. This different. We got the head, the throat, the stomach, right arm, right leg, left leg. And this your full health points down there. So yeah. And we got the water, stamina down here.
All these indicators reflect the overall health of your PMC. You can restore your character's health with the help of medkits, and when wounded, you can suffer from bleeding, fractures, and other negative effects, which are treated with special medical items. You can heal a wound in 5 different ways. Number 1, the fastest option is to assign an item to the quick access panel. To do this, place it in your character's pockets or tactical rig, hover the cursor over the item, and press any key from 4 to 0. The item will be added to the quick access bar. It will be possible to heal by a single click without the need to open the inventory at all. Number 2, the slowest but sometimes irreplaceable way, open the health tab and manually drag a medical item to the part of the body you need to treat.
Okay, I'm hip to both of these
Number
ways.
3, the third option is through the right mouse button context menu by clicking Use. Number 4, you can also do it by double-clicking on the item with the left mouse button. Number 5, or hold the hotkey from 4 to 0 when using the first aid kit and other medical items. The body parts to heal will appear in a drop-down list. When using a first aid kit, the list will show all of the character's wounds.
Hey, is this new? I never did it like that before. I didn't even know you can do that. Like that's pretty. I like that.
When using medical items like bandages or splints, it'll only show those body parts that can be healed with that specific item.
Smoke that roast to the fingertips, burn.
If you have not selected a specific body part to heal, as in option 2 or option 5, the selection of the wound to heal is chosen automatically according to the following properties.
Man, what kind of bag is it? A takedown bag.
Body part with heavy bleeding, body part with light bleeding, body part with a fracture, body part with fewer health points than the head, the thorax, and all the other body parts. Here's a little tip. You can keep your first aid kit and any other medical items in your pouch.
See, I never even seen this med kit before, y'all. Only boards I ever even played on Escape from Tarkov, bro, is factory and I forgot what the other one called. Ground Zero? Yeah, Ground Zeros, man. Them the only 2 I've been trying to learn right now. Crazy.
They won't be lost when you die, and they can be used in your next raids.
And I've never seen this fucking med pack before.
Death in Tarkov occurs when you lose all of your health points.
That bitch was on 1,000.
Or lose points in critical body parts such as the head or the thorax.
Right.
If a body part has completely lost its health points, it is considered destroyed, or in other words, blacked out. A destroyed limb cannot be healed with a first aid kit, and it imposes a significant negative effect on the character. When the arms are destroyed, the character will find it harder to hold a weapon, and there'll be tremors and disturbances when aiming. Arm stamina will be drained much more rapidly as well. When your legs are destroyed, the character will begin to limp, and running will become unavailable.
Hey, y'all know that didn't happen to me. A lot of times niggas be limping trying to get up out of there, shot in his leg.
Jump height is also significantly reduced. If the stomach is blacked out, the energy and hydration will drain several times as fast. In rare cases, which we'll tell you about later, it's possible to survive with a destroyed head or thorax. In such cases, the character will be suffering from severe coughing, dizziness, and blurred vision. Destroyed body parts have one more significant drawback. Continuous damage to those blacked out body parts will be evenly distributed over all the other parts that are still intact. So be careful. Status effects. Many factors can affect a character in a raid. Bleeding, fractures, or even...
Okay, yeah, I ain't know all these, so that's the bleeding. I've seen that before. I never got poisoned, and I don't think I got fractured, just bleeding.
Poisoning. Your character may be exhausted from dehydration or feel the effects of being over-encumbered from carrying too many items. Everything that affects a character in one way or another is called a status effect. Let's discuss the main ones. Those that are life-threatening or require special attention during a raid. Bleeding. There's two types of bleeding. Light and heavy. Light bleeding...
Oh, see, I don't experience light bleeding. Heavy bleeding, I ain't experienced that yet. We got flesh run.
Reduces health points by 0.8 HP in each body part every 6 seconds. Heavy bleeding reduces health points by 0.9 HP in each body part every 4 seconds.
Damn,
this one's got to be treated right away.
Crazy.
A fresh wound will appear on the body part after it's been treated. If you run or jump frequently, the fresh wound may open and start bleeding all over again.
Y'all see why we is in school for this shit, bruh. There's so many mechanics to this shit. It's crazy, and I fuck with it. It's realistic. It's crazy. Like, you can heal your shit, then you get a flesh room, then you can reopen your shit. Like, what the fuck? Escape from Tarkov is crazy.
The effect will disappear by itself.
My bad for distracting class, man.
A fracture. Until it's removed, a limb with a fracture receives the same negative effects as a completely blacked out limb. Pain. We're all used to this one. It occurs with fractures, wounds, and destroyed limbs. Pain causes a blurred screen, and the effect goes away when the cause of pain is removed. Dehydration and exhaustion. Very important effects that even experienced fighters forget about all the time. The player gets them when the indicators of water or food supply drop to 0. These effects greatly reduce the character's fighting ability.
That never happened to me
yet.
The
effects, simply eating or drinking is enough.
I keep me some food on
causes
me, man.
The effects of pain, hand tremors, and loss of health points in all body parts every 2 to 3 seconds. Exhaustion will cause tunnel vision, similar loss of health points, and almost completely
I've been
the
dehydrated before.
Of hand and foot stamina regeneration.
I remember seeing my screen black out like that.
You can learn more about the meaning of status effects by hovering over the corresponding status icon in the game.
Medicine items and stims, man. Chapter 2.
Medical items and stimulants. Let's take a closer look at the medical items available to the player. Let's divide them into 5 categories while we're at it. 1. Medkits. 2. Wound and fracture treatment items. 3. Painkillers. 4. Injectors. And finally 5. Surgery kits. Let's look at the medkits. First aid kits are the most important item for restoring health.
Right,
Each
I
of
never
them
seen
has
that
a
one
different
either.
number of durability points. When healing, these points are converted into health. A medkit is applied to a specific body part, not to the character as a whole. If you need to heal several limbs, you'll have to use a first aid kit on each one by one.
Right.
Now, some kits have the ability to heal status effects of bleeding or fractures. Durability is spent on these ailments as well. To find out the abilities of a particular first aid kit, open it in the item inspector and check it out. It's usually not a good idea to treat bleeding with first aid kits. For example, an IFAK can heal a heavy bleed, but it's going to use up about 80% of its entire resource.
Okay.
So if you're seriously wounded, you should keep the first aid kit to restore your health points. Treat your bleeds with bandages, S-marches, or whatever bleed treatment you have available first.
I don't know, man, because sometimes I be bleeding and shit, and I have some bandages on me, but if they don't work, I be trying to do it. That shit don't work, man. So do you gotta have like a specific type of bandage or something? Because I usually use these med kits right here, and then these little yellow ones right here. I mean, not yellow, that's orange. And, like I say, I never got one of them. I think I might have had one of these one time. And I never seen that one either. But all right,
Med kits are also different from each other in many ways. Their durability points, the amount of time they take to use, the amount of health points restored per use, ability to treat bleedings or fractures, as we just talked about, and amount of durability points for treating said bleedings or fractures. Wound and fracture treatment items.
Yeah, that's the ones I be having right here. They're just the regular bandage, but it don't never let me use them. And I didn't know these was bandages either. Yeah, I had some.
These items are cheap and can quickly treat a major wound. Bandages should be used to manage light bleeding. For heavy bleeds, though, you're going to need tourniquets or hemostatics. The latter are characterized by quick application time and reusability. To treat a fracture, a regular or aluminum splint is going to be required.
All right. Okay.
Painkillers. Painkillers are a must-have item in every fighter's kit. They can allow the player to temporarily ignore the status effects of broken legs, dull the pain effect, or even suppress the coughing.
Hey, that's crazy, because I never even really be bringing painkillers with me, man. I be selling them bitches and just leaving them if I got them. That's crazy. Because I didn't know they was that important, so that shit can help with broken legs and shit like that. Okay, it's a increasing immunity. Oh, that's something different.
Of your character. Painkillers are characterized by the number of uses, the speed of application, and the duration of its effect. Any use of painkillers significantly reduces energy and hydration values as well, so keep that in mind.
All right.
Injectors. Injectors are rare disposable drugs in the form of an injector syringe. When used, the player receives temporary positive status effects, and with a short delay, negative status effects, the consequences of using said stimulants. In this video, there's no way we're going to be able to tell you about all of them, but we'll show you the most popular ones among players. It's the least we can do. First one's going to be morphine. Morphine is a strong painkiller and an injector form factor. Its quick use time has saved players in critical situations many times. Using a morphine syringe consumes your hydration and energy values, so at early levels of your character, you should only use this injector in extreme situations. The second is propofol. After using the stimulant, the character will slowly regenerate health in all wounded body parts. Propofol removes the effects of pain and concussion for a long period of time, and it gives the status effect on painkillers.
Okay, see, I wasn't hip to this. I never seen one of them. Now, if I see one of them, I'm definitely gonna fuck with them. Them raw. It heal all the health parts on you and shit. Yeah, I fuck with that.
This effect is identical to all painkillers.
Y'all better be taking y'all notes, man.
A short time after using the stimulant, the player will experience a brief hand tremor and a tunnel vision effect. The Zagastin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, hemostatic drug injector allows you to instantly heal all current bleedings while preventing new bleedings for 3 whole minutes.
Oh, that's
the negative effect is quite severe, though. 3 minutes after use, the character will begin to lose about 1.5 points of hydration for 40 seconds. Without a supply of drinking water, using Zagastin in the middle or at the end of a raid is likely to cause instant dehydration.
Oh, you just gotta have something to drink.
There's a ton of other injectors in Escape from Tarkov that you're gonna have to find and explore.
Damn, that is a lot.
On your own. Good luck.
I think I might have some of them.
Kits. In the first video, we mentioned that destroyed limbs or blacked out limbs can be healed with special surgical kits. Any blacked out limbs, except for the head and thorax, can be restored with surgical kits.
Okay.
After using a kit, the limb
so any body part except for the head and the throat can be fixed with one of these surgical
gains
kits.
1 health point.
Mental note.
A portion of that body part's maximum health is also lost. After the surgery, the destroyed body part turns normal, which means that it can be healed with the first aid kit. Keep in mind that bleedings and other similar negative effects can take away the only health point from the newly healed body part. So you're going to waste that use of the kit and have to use it again if you don't stop the bleeding or any other damage causing factor to your character first before performing surgery. So first, you're going to need to find a safe spot. You're going to make noise during the surgery. You're not going to be able to draw your weapon quickly in the middle of it either. Your plan of action is as follows. First, treat all existing bleedings and remove negative effects that drain your health. Find a safe place to conduct the surgery. Assess the situation. Are you going to make it out in time? You can cancel a started surgery by clicking the left or right mouse button. The cancel animation is not instantaneous, and you're going to be incapacitated just for a moment. The surgical kits themselves differ in the surgery length.
I had this one a few times. I never seen this one out. I think I did. I might have had this. I think I sold it.
The number of uses and the percentage of maximum health points lost afterwards.
15 times.
The Serve 12 kit is also going to be able to fix your fractures at the same time or on their own.
Healing in stash.
Healing in your stash. Your health points and the wound status effects will remain with you after you leave the raid. Your character rests and regenerates automatically while you're in the stash. Bleedings heal within a few minutes as well. Fractures or toxin poisoning do not go away by themselves. You'll need to use the appropriate medical items to heal or use therapist services.
Look at my boy hideout. My shit look like a dump. Y'all gonna see, because I've been playing the PvE version of this shit. I mean, I've been had Escape from Tarkov for a long time. I'll talk about it at the end though. Damn, they motherfucking
can also affect your health regeneration rate in its entirety. After the raid, a trader called Therapist will offer her medical services. You can fully heal your character for a small fee if you left the PMC raid with wounds or your character died. You can also restore health yourself with the help of your medkits in your stash. So today, you learned about the basic mechanics of EFT related to your character's health and its healing. In the next video, we're going to touch on one of the most important topics of the game, ammo and armor mechanics. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you in the next one.
Y'all heard the teacher, man. Like I say, I ain't the teacher. He the teacher. I'm the student. We the students, man. So that's what we learned today. I hope y'all took notes, man. We learned about what we learned about, man. Basics of medicine, stims, different types of stims, different types of med packs, you know, surgical kits, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. And yeah, man, that's the end of class today, man. I'm about to actually hop on Escape from Tarkov, man. But let me know what y'all think about the video today, man. Did y'all learn something new? I learned a few things that was new, and I'm ready to learn some more, man. But other than that, I'm going to the next video.